Hi, everybody. Alexis here, diamond painting from the D. And we all know what that D means, Detroit. But I am your singing diamond painter. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? Yes, I finally have the house to myself so we can have a little chit chat. So pull out whatever you're working on. Hi, let's talk for a hot second. Okay, today is March the 3rd, 2020. Yes, and I figured I'd spend a little time with y'all so that I don't be sad. Yes, because today is the anniversary of my nephew's passing. Yes, and it's been gone 17 years. And I'm going to tell y'all something. When you love somebody the way I love that little boy, he was mine, okay? He was absolutely mine. The pain never goes away. But in Native culture, we celebrate, okay? So this is a day of remembrance for my baby boy Boo, Byron Demetrius England, yes. Born 777. Yes, he was all sevens. Lucky number. He's an angel now, so he's up there in heaven, but he's always with me. So in germs, as we always do. Pull out whatever you're working on and let's whip and chat until I go through this amount of trays or less. Depends. But yeah, I know y'all always wondering, why is this heifer always doing the black drills? Because 310 life is real, people. And I love 310s. Okay? I'm one of them people. I like doing 310s. Yes, call me crazy. I don't care. But I love doing 310s. So we're going to do some 310s. But look at her face. Look at her face. Look at. I just got to go back in. I did that personally and on purpose. I always leave a little gapping so that I don't pop drills off. But at the end, I'll go back in and fill out her face. But look at her face. Look at the shiny. Look at the shiny. Oh, yes, this woman is shiny. Angie, you shiny. But we're going to do some 310s and talk for a little bit. Okay? Let's talk. What do you want to talk about? I want to talk about everything that pops into my head. What's popping into my head right now? What do I want to start doing? I want to start doing some cooking. Okay? Like I said, I am a chef. Even though I'm retired, you always a chef. Once a chef, always a chef. Just like a cop. Once a cop, always a cop. So, this spring, I should be moving very soon. We're going to start doing some cooking, okay? I'm going to show y'all some little semi-homemade tricks to where you can make your food look beautiful and where you can make some desserts because I'm a pastry chef and a master baker and a pastry chef by training. Yes. And I worked at this restaurant that's closed now. Excuse me. 5-star white tablecloth restaurant. Okay, you come in, you better have a few hundred on you. I ain't say a couple, but a few if you want to dress to impress and bring your woman or your boo out to this restaurant. You better be ready. Well, when I started working there, I wanted a chef or a baker. So I stayed in the dish tank for about 6 months. Worked in the dish tank, scrubbing them dishes, scrubbing them. Yes, I did. Until one day, they always want to move you around, okay? You can never stay in one position unless you just like it in that position. But one day, the chef asked me to come over and help with some salads and stuff like that. So as one girl mixed in the product, I was actually flipping it. And the chef, who I didn't know was the head chef, the executive chef, came over and said, "Can I marry you? Oh my God, you have the most gentle hands. Where do you work at?" I said, "Basically in the tank." He was like, "Well, now we're going to move you out of there and put you in some prep every now and then." I said, "Okay." Well, I got one of my son's friends, a job there. And when he came in and he was looking at the restaurant and he was in awe of the place because it was, a jazz supper club and it was #1 in the city. Well, he's looking around and the chef comes over to me. Now, I've been there for about a year and a half, 2 years then. And I said, he says to me, I don't like him. He's pompous. He's a real, standing there looking at my restaurant like that. And I said, Chef, he was in awe of this place. Okay? He couldn't believe this place. You got the wrong impression about him. See, and I'm one of them people, I will say I told you so. Okay? I will say it. I said, give him a chance. He says, okay, I'll give him a chance. When he gave Greg a chance, he realized that Greg was, one, a very good worker. Two, he was absolutely wrong about him because he did tell him, man, I never thought I would want a place like this. This place is beautiful. I came up to him. I said, told you so. Yeah. But that was the place where I loved being. I love being there. My grandson, his first meal, Thomas, his first meal came from a 5-star white tablecloth restaurant. Okay? Fancy. Fancy. My other grandson, LJ, he ate at another fancy restaurant. Get over there. I love Diamond Art Club because you can actually move stuff around on it really easy when your drills decide they want to go someplace else. Yes. But my nephew, Byron, the one who has passed away, he thought McDonald's was the be-all, end-all. So I had eating McDonald's all the time because his mom worked. So I actually quit going to college. I was going for something else. And I quit going so that I could take care of my boo Skeeter. So when he turned 2 and he got sick and she took him to the hospital for what she thought was just an ear infection, came back and said they told me that his white blood count had taken over his red blood count. I had to tell my cancer. So we fought through that, Mr. Lucky 7777. Let me tell you what this boy used. When he would have to take his phenobarbital, my sister would put it in a cup. Because he just didn't like the way the pills, you try to put him in something, he would not like it. And I can still remember his little face now. Have to eat that applesauce with him in it. So she tried it. Do you know this boy figured that out and started switching her cup with her into her cup? Yeah, I think I might have told y'all about this when she got up to walk one day and fell over in 2 bags of trash that I was getting ready to take out. Missed all the steps going downstairs to the back door. Bam, landed on her face. I said, woo-wee. She was like, her thing was, if they giving this to my baby, this is what it's doing to my baby. And I'm like, no. First of all, it's for his seizures. It's to keep his brain working in order, Rhonda. He needs this medicine. You didn't. That's why it affected you the way it did. The one reason you should never, ever, ever take somebody else's medicine. That's a big no. Okay? Second, he was smart enough to figure that out. And then he figured out, oh, my mommy likes to come home from work. And when she comes home, she lays down for a few minutes. Let me get some more wax. She lays down for a minute, and the next thing you know, she's knocked out. So he tried to wake her up one day. Now he's about 5. And he tries to wake her up because he's hungry. I'm upstairs. Now I have a newborn. I have a baby myself. My son, Lawrence. Hey, baby. So I have a baby and I'm upstairs. I have the whole upstairs. She has the downstairs. She didn't wake up. She actually had fallen into a deep sleep very quickly. Went into REM sleep really, really fast. So when he decides, okay, I can't wake her up, cook for myself. This boy, and he actually wanted macaroni and cheese and Jell-O. And Byron decides, I've seen my auntie cook and I've seen my mommy cook, so I know this big black skillet right here is what they cook in. So, phantom drill. So, I'm going to put it all in there. Oh, no, it's not. There it is. So, we'll just slide it right off. So, he goes into the kitchen. I can't get it off now because of the new wax. There we go. Get off my finger. Get off, get off, get off. So, he goes in there. He grabs him a box of macaroni and cheese, that Kraft stuff, and he puts it in the pan. He actually turns on the fire, and he wanted Jell-O. He climbed up on a chair to do all of this. So he goes into the bottom cabinet and gets him a box of Jell-O. Yeah. Got him a box of Jell-O. Put the box of Jell-O in there with it. Open the box. Put it in there. and was standing there with my favorite wooden spoon, and now he's stirring it up. Well, it starts to make this funny smell, and I'm like, something ain't right downstairs. I lay my child down because he's gone to sleep, and I go downstairs, and my nephew is standing on the chair, and he says, "Auntie, I'm cooking us dinner." I said, "Well, what are you cooking, boo?" He told me macaroni and cheese and jello. Red jello in the pan, cherry jello, and macaroni with that nasty powdered cheese. Okay, because how my sister liked to cook quick, fast, and in a hurry. Me, I would have been in there an hour making my nephew some real macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Excuse me. So I said, "Byron, how about I cook for you? And we give this to mommy. Okay, since you cooked it, mommy has to eat it. But I'll make you some macaroni and cheese and I'll put you some jello in the fridge with some fruit in it. Hey, how about that?" He goes, "Fantastic." I said, "Go wake up your mommy because her dinner is ready." So I was in there and I'm making him up some macaroni and cheese the quick way, but with real cheese, milk, and everything else. And I said, "We're going to put this on a plate for mommy, and mommy, she's going to love it because you cooked it." Wake my sister up. I said, "Yeah, you got to cook dinner. You got to eat dinner." She says, "Oh, what are we having?" I said, "Well, Byron is having macaroni and cheese because that's all he wants." At this point in time, he decided meat was a nasty thing, and he did not like meat, so he would not eat meat. No, he just wouldn't. Unless it was a McDonald's chicken nugget, he was not going to eat it. And those weren't real meat. So, yeah, unless I made him chicken fingers. So I put her food on the plate. She says, "What the fuck?" And I said, "Well, yeah, Byron cooked this for you." "What is this?" I said, "Macaroni and cheese and jello. Yay, Byron cooked." But Byron won't be cooking anymore now, will he? We're going to have a talk about that later, boo. But right now, I want you to eat. And mommy, yes, mommy, eat the macaroni and cheese and the jello. She had to take bites of it. And I was like, "You know how it goes. You have to clean your plate in this house, lady. Eat it all." She's like, "I can't. The jello is crunchy." I'm like, "Yes." And the macaroni is crunchy. And the cheese is like burned on there. "Yes, take a couple of more bites, mommy." So she had to sit there and fake eat it. Yeah, every time you take a bite, you put, your napkin up to your mouth and spit it out. Well, it didn't matter how much she spit out because she still got the taste of burnt jello and burnt macaroni and cheese with cooked in oil now. He put a little bit of oil down in that pan. And yeah, I told her, "Look, when you come in from now on, if you want to take a nap, say something," because she had just brought him home from daycare because I had a new baby, so I did not take care of Byron right then and there. But she decided after that, "I think I'll start leaving him home with you. And I'll give you the money that I'm giving her. And can you just watch Byron for me? And that way I know he eats nutritional meals. Because for one, he shouldn't have left daycare hungry." I said, "That's right. And you're laying down, taking naps like that. And, kids are going to do things." So, yeah. But Byron was one of them kids. He would do things while he's wide awake and you're wide awake. Okay? Like, he got in the car with her and he decided one day that he was just going to put all her lipstick all over his face and arms and chest and look like somebody had stabbed him while she was on the freeway. She didn't see this because he's sitting in the back seat in a high chair and she threw her purse back there. And people are on the freeway saying, "Oh my God, your kid is bleeding," and they're just trying to catch her attention. But of course, she's got the music on because she thinks her and Byron are actually doing a sing-along. People are telling her that her kid is covered in blood. She gets home and sees that. When she gets ready to take him out the car, and of course, lipstick takes, oops, that one just popped and flew off. Lipstick takes a lot to get off. Okay? I've seen kids that do some dumb things. Like one kid, two kids that I used to take care of. And then when their mom comes home from work, she would come down and get them. Well, one day, her little kids, she went upstairs with her little kids. She lived like 2 doors down. And she lived upstairs above her father-in-law. She decides to take a nap, and she lays down. Well, she didn't think she was going to go to sleep, but she laid down. She ended up falling off into REM sleep too. While she was asleep, her kids went into the kitchen and decided it was time to cover themselves in Crisco and flour. Yeah, they wanted to be human fried chicken parts. Yes. Yes, and needless to say, I thought it was the cutest little thing, but then they went into the bedroom and the little girl put nail polish on all over her fingers, and I mean, she didn't her fingers. Her brother decided it was the day that he wanted to be not only a fried chicken piece, but he wanted to be a dirt monster. So he quietly went next to his mom and pulled the dirt out of a plant and just poured it all over himself. Yeah. So when I called and she didn't answer, I just went over and I went upstairs and the door was unlocked and I went in and I see these two little kids. Now they look like one of those black and white cookies, but it's all jacked up because half of their bodies are black and the other half is white. And then the smallest one, the little girl, she decides to use all of mommy's perfume, one whole bottle. Yeah, she sprayed the entire bottle all over herself and put a whole bottle, the whole bottle of, what is it, Vaseline intensive care in her hair. Yeah, the whole bottle went into her hair. And when I tell you, that shit does not come out. Okay? It just does not come out. Sorry about that change of pins. That one was not comfortable. She just, and I mean, I wake up her mom and I'm like, I got something I want to show you. She goes, what is it? What is it? And I'm like, look at your kids. Look at your kids. She was like, oh my God. I said, you can't do a damn thing to them. Not one thing. Because it's your fault. You should have known better than to fall asleep with both of them wide awake. And the baby smells like, I don't know, between the Vaseline, the flour, the dirt, and the bottle of perfume, and the strong nail polish. Oh my God, you polished your nails, Pump. Yes, I did. I polished my nails, Auntie. I polished my nails. And now, how are we going to get all of this off of you? Figure it out. It took like, okay, 3 baths, but the Vaseline was not coming off. The nail polish kind of scrubbed off because it was so thick. But we still had to use nail polish remover on this little kid. And I don't like using anything that's, acid base on a kid. But we had to. And it was like the worst. So guess what? From that point on, when her mom came home, she would just go upstairs and take a 2-hour nap. I told her, no more of this. No more. From now on, excuse me. Oh my God, I hope you didn't hear that. I just belched. So from this point on, no more. We're just going to, I'm going to keep them down there because, excuse me, for one, this could have got really dangerous. But I asked them, where'd you get, why would you do this? Well, Byron did it before. Byron did it like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. He told us about how much fun it was to put flour on us. I'm like, really? Okay. Now, Byron, when he turned like 13, 14, He had a little girlfriend, and his little girlfriend went to Canada just for the weekend. But of course, he had to call her not on his mom's phone, but on my phone, okay? Canada. And talk to the girl 17 times, okay? That bill alone from them just talking to each other was $300. Yeah. But then he decided to play on my phone. And my nephew called England 7 times, and he just changed. Now, back then, you would have to go through an international operator. And that means you know the number for the international operator. He got it from calling his girlfriend in Canada. Because Canada, even though we're here in Detroit and you could literally like walk across a bridge or go under a tunnel and you'd be in Canada, you still back then had to use the internet. Well, he called 17 times. He called England about 10 times and just changed one digit and was talking to people in England. Yeah, just having conversations. Excuse me. He's 14 and he's speaking to a 45-year-old woman about what goes on where she lives, and she's asking questions about living here in America. Then he decided that wasn't good enough. He had to call in. He didn't have to just call England and Canada. He called Japan. Yeah, freaking Japan. And he dialed so many numbers in Japan until he got somebody that spoke English. When I got my phone bill, which was normally about $35, and it was $2,500. I wanted to just take and string him up by his fingers and just poke him in his fingers until he couldn't dial any more numbers. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My nephew looked at me and was like, I was just playing on the phone. I'm like, dude, when you play on the phone, it's like you call somebody 313 our zip code and you say, hey, lady, is your refrigerator running? And if they say yes, you say, you better go catch it. You know, that's playing phone. No, you're not playing when you're dialing international, operators, and you're like talking to people. I said, Byron, who do you know in Japan? Nobody. That was the hard one. I mean, wait, whoa, that was the hard one. What do you mean that was the hard one? Yeah, I had to dial about 12 numbers before I got somebody that spoke English. What? What? You what? Poke, poke, poke. And fingers poke, 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 poke. I said, dude, who do you know in London? London, England. Nobody. But they have a funny accent, and I love the way they talk, and the lady said that was proper English that they spoke, and what we're speaking is American, and it's like not proper. So she was giving tips on how to speak proper. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah. So now I know. We speak American and they speak the real English, royal English, So she was like, call this number and call that number. So I called all these numbers and they were like, we speak proper English and you Americans don't. If you want to learn how to speak proper English, this is how you speak proper English. And I'm like, dude, so you sat there and listened to a tutorial on how to speak a language you already know how to speak? But we don't speak proper. I said, yes, we do, Byron. In this house, yes, we do. We speak proper English. Okay, remember the word I taught you, enunciate? He's like, yes. I said, that way you speak proper English. I wanted to just strangle him. But he was my nephew, But I made him, never use my phone again. I paid the bill off, no biggie. I paid the bill off. And my sister, she did give me some of the money back, but not much. but she gave me some of it back because she thought it was just so freaking funny that he did that. And I'm like, dude, your girlfriend is gone for the weekend to Canada. How many times do you have to speak to her on my freaking phone? Call from the phone upstairs. Call from the phone upstairs. My mom said, no freaking way. I said, well, you're going to have to wait for your girlfriend to come back. Why did the girl come back? And then he said, I never want to see you again. I'm like, dude, you could have saved me a couple of $100 and just waited to break up with her because he had fallen. He was already in love with a little girl that grew up with my daughter named Sakura. And Sakura was like an angel. And he and Sakura would sit on the porch and just smile at each other. You know how kids do. And he told the girl, I can't be with you anymore because Sakura is back in my life. And I respect and I love her so much. So yeah. $2,500 on a phone bill. That money decided to give me as a gift. Yes. But I love him. I love him. And cancer did not take him. Some idiot decided to take his life, but we won't go into that. But he's got his wings now, and he watches over me. Yeah, even a psychic described him to a T. I don't want to put a picture of him up, but he was a very handsome young man, and every now and then I will see someone who looks exactly like him. And my muse says, when you see someone's double, it's a sign that they're close to you. I know I just saw one fly out. Yeah, so my nephew is very close with me. And this kid told me that he was always with me because he knows that I need him. Yes, so I thought that was very sweet of her to say. Yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you guys, and I didn't want to, I wanted to share some stories about my Boo Bear, who I love, love, love like one of my own, because basically he was mine. He was mine because when he was born, I was like 13 or 14 years old, and his mom decided she wanted to go to the store right after giving birth to him and went to Canada for a weekend with her husband. Yeah, left me at home alone. My parents were down south in Kentucky on vacation or helping out one of their my mom's family members. So they were gone, and I took care of him. Babies. Like, I don't know nothing about no babies. Yeah, well, I didn't know anything about babies, but I learned that weekend. Well, it turned into like 7 days. Excuse me. I have a winter cough. I don't have, coronavirus or anything. It's just a winter cough that I get every year from being locked in the house. So, yes, I learned about taking care of babies. And he was my, second baby that I took care of like on a full-time basis. And, yeah, when she got back, my mom and them got back from Kentucky like 15 minutes beforehand, because Rhonda didn't tell them that she had given birth. They thought she was actually still carrying the baby. And when they called to check on the house, and I'm like, no, I'm here alone with the baby. And they were like, say that again? I'm like, I'm here alone with the baby. Rhonda has gone off, told me she was going to get some diapers, and I haven't seen Rhonda in like 3 days. My sister was supposed to be the one freaking watching me, watching over me. Instead, she's in Canada. Right after having a baby. Stupid ass. But when she got back, my mother and my father had made that trip back from Kentucky in like, I want to say 10 hours instead of the 14, 15 hours, 16 hours that it should have took. Coming around the mountains, it could be up to 17 hours. Yeah, they beat her back. When she pulled up, they had just been back for like maybe 30 minutes or so, And of course, I sang like a bird by then. Yes, Mommy, she took off on me and left me here with this baby all by myself. But I've done a good job. He's still alive. I have taken care of him all by myself. So, when being that she worked for civil rights, they would give you a, a check for your baby. Yeah, maternity leave pay. Maternity leave pay. My mom made my sister give me her entire check. Yes, $1,200 in my pocket. I'll never forget it. But I'm going to end this here. I've gotten it all out. Thank you, people, for listening to me on this day of happiness and joy in remembrance of my nephew, Byron Demetrius England, who I still love like love, 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 love him like he was here next to me. I love him like he was standing right next to me. I love you, Byron, my boo, my baby. I miss you, but I know there's a day when our energy will intertwine again. hmm hmm Outside of this body, outside of this world, on the, let's say, I meet you on the second nebula. Yes. Fifth largest cloud to the left, where the planets are made. Yes, and then shot out into the solar system. We'll meet there. Fifth cloud, largest, second nebula. All right? I love you, boo. And again, I want y'all to see her face. Yes. So, until we meet again, people, remember what I always tell you. I'm going to say this to you first. Americans, please stop mourning and crying over those who have passed on. It's okay to actually smile, grin, and laugh. Because when you smile, grin, and laugh, it doesn't mean that you don't love them. It means that you do love them and you're having good memories of them and you're in a good place. And their energy will feel that. Excuse me. So no crying over those you have lost. Laugh and rejoice in the good memories of that person. And their good energy will come to you. Okay? That's the way we do it in the native way. We never cry over our loss. We laugh, we enjoy it, and we remember the good times. Okay? So like I always tell you, what you put out there will come back to you. So put love, peace, respect, and understanding out there. And love, peace, and understanding will come back to you. My tummy is growling now. So until we meet again, all of you people out there in YouTube land, have a good day. Smiles will come your way. If you put them out there, they'll come back to you. Ain't she cute? And see my cover minder, where is it? You see it? Purposely using the one that's a heart. Yes. Remember, this symbol represents love, compassion, and understanding. Let's get up on it. So put that out, people. Love, compassion, understanding, and it will all come back to you wherever you are. I need to polish my nails too, don't I? Yeah. So remember, till we meet again. I know I don't want to end this video because I love you so much and I enjoy making these videos for you. So tell your friends, come on over, check me out. All right? Subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care if you like my singing, thumbs up me. If you don't like my singing, thumbs up me anyway. 'Cause I sing because I'm happy. Yes. Hollywood, look out, here I come. Here I come, here I come. See, I can do this when the house is empty. When there's people in the house, they laugh at me and think I'm crazy. But I love you all out there in YouTube land, so tell your friends to come along and sing with me. And I do that. Videotaping or not, I sing all day because it makes me happy. So when you're feeling sad, just sing a little song. Make it up as you go along. Sing about frying your chicken and making your burgers. Sing about your meatloaf and your mashed potatoes. Yes, it's just that easy to make yourself happy. Sing a song about your diamond biting and do what makes you sparkle. I'm going to stop right here, right now. Talk to you later. Peace out. Love ya. Toodles. Bye-bye. Tell your friends on over and check me out. Till we meet again, ladies and germs out there in YouTube land. Peace, love, prosperity. Bye.